So good evening again. So I'm Britt Dowdy. I'm president of the Newport Mesa Federation of Teachers. And we represent 1,240 educators, certificated educators throughout the district. And I want to talk about the district priorities in which a draft form was presented at the last board meeting on the 28th. The priorities are A, B, and C is related to the community, and it reads, C1 reads, NMUSD will build and foster meaningful partnerships and shared commitment with stakeholders, including students, parents, employees, employee associations, and community partners, in the development of the whole child. And the last bullet point of priority one, C1 reads, continue to build collaborative labor management relationships. So my ask is for the board to provide leadership and to create expectations that those priorities in that last bullet point are truly embraced. At the last board meeting, there was a presentation given on teen stress and the Thought Exchange survey. And that survey was sent out in November. Thoughts were collected and analyzed and shared with a lot of different stakeholders, including students and administrators over the next 5 months. But during that presentation that was done, no one at the board level or in the presenters level asked what the teachers, the counselors, the psychologists, the social workers, or nurses thought about that survey. Those professionals are the ones directly involved with helping create the whole child, yet they were not involved in the survey. And the union that represents them was also not involved in helping to design the survey, analyzing the survey, or having follow-up with it. Another example would be thinking about the budget tonight, in which 90% of the budget, approximately 90%, is involved with employee costs for salary and benefits. And that's standard across school districts across the entire U.S. However, we're not involved in the board meeting tonight. We're not part of the agenda. The PTA and the students are a formal part of the agenda, but your employee associations such as CSEA and NMFT are not. So if we're truly trying to build these partnerships, we need the board to think about, as they develop the priorities, what are the small things that can be done to build those relationships? We need you to help set the tone and to set those expectations that the labor organizations are involved in the operations of the district on a consistent basis. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam President? I just want to remind the board that we spent 2 years going to the Labor Management Initiative. Yep. In fact, Board Clerk Floor attended all of those meetings. So did Mrs. Olson. And we walked away hoping that we could return back to an interest-based bargaining perspective. After 2 years, we are still waiting to move in that direction. But it takes two sides. It takes both sides to be willing to do that. We extended, we spent the 2 years going to all of these sessions, hours and hours, and listening to the presenters, and we're still committed to doing that. But it's got to be both sides willing to engage.
And I think we have an excellent opportunity right now to make a better relationship, to continue it. I know that we were talking about it earlier. So we're not adverse to working on it. So. All righty.